What's up, y'all? My name is Honey, and this is the makers of me. Let's get into it.
Understand your trauma, girl. I tapped into the real you. You've been through a lot just like me, so I feel you. I can't be your band-aid. Them bad days will kill you. Them other guys just listen when I touch on you. I heal you. I heal you. You don't need no alcohol. You don't need no.
Hey, y'all. Now, this is part 2 of getting to know me. I don't know what the hell I'm going to title these. I just said that because I was just thinking in my head when I said getting to know me. I'm like, that's not even what I want to title this. I don't know what I'm going to title it. But this is just part 2. Let's continue the story. And I had to do it the same night and just release it on different days because it's going to get good. And you know, to this day, Devil 1 and Devil 2 is watching me hard as hell. Like, for a motherfucker not to like me, a bitch show watching me like I'm they television. Hey, bitches. Hey, ho. Gotta get the energy back. Got to. But anyway, this is another reason why I am the way I am, and this is why this is the makings of me. You feel me? So let's get into it. So again, like I was saying in the first video, if you haven't watched that video, go watch it so you can understand why we're here in part 2. So part 2, like I said, Devil 1 never liked me since I was 9. I say since I was 9 years old. I had to fist fight this bitch, and like when I was 9, I never noticed before. Even when I was old, that bitch always had something to say to me. Like, it don't matter if I like to play a certain song, a bitch will try to act like she don't like it. It don't matter if I'm the smartest bitch in the house. I'm trying to bring some information to a bitch. Now a bitch want to act like she want to shut me down in a conversation. And I started to feel that energy. And I'm starting to, recognize, like, this bitch really trying to act like she the smartest. Like, and it's like, for example, like, I said I wanted to be a psychologist, right? I want to go to school for psychology because I understand the mind. And it took for me to understand myself and my parent, my mama, my grandma, my father's side. All of them talk in a way to where you understand at the end of the day, you are the person that has to make the change. Like, the way they talk to me is the reason why I got into that. So I said I want to be a psychologist. Let me tell you how, selfish and miserable this bitch is. She's a copycat. Like, she won't never. This is one of the bitches that will never tell you that they don't like you, but they will show you in everything that they fucking do. And if you going through this, get the fuck away from them bitches or do what I did. You know what I'm saying? Do what I did. Where you lead a bitch astray. Show a bit, like, play the game too. And that's what I did. Left a bitch astray. I left my motherfucking mark on the hoe, and I'm gonna keep leaving it as I get successful. Do you hear me? Anyway, so, like, say for example, my man went blank, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what example I was finna give you that this bitch did. Oh, psychologist. So when I wanted to be a psychologist, as soon as the bitch heard I wanted to be a psychologist, now this bitch going around telling the family she finna be a psychologist. This is just in 23 to 2024. Now this bitch going around telling everybody in the family, I'm finna go to psychology school and shit like that. That's how trifling that bitch was. And it's like, bitch, and I got to a point where, like, I used to engage when I was younger, like, I'll say 21 on down. But after a while, after I had my baby, or like before I had my baby, it was like, fuck this hoe. Real talk, just fuck this hoe. Okay. Like, I'm not with that shit no more. But anyway, like, I used to engage, but when she said that, I just let her think that, because in my head I'm like, a bitch gonna expose theyself. They keep trying to make me look like I'm the dumbest bitch in the room, or I'm the bitch that's always got the problem, and that's why they gotta treat me a certain way. And I'll tell y'all stories about that too. And so when she went around saying that, I was just thinking to myself, like, as soon as this bitch go to psychology school and read the books and they make her do all that work, because I already know, because I already looked the research up, because like this, when you really into something and you really want to go for it, you already know I prepare myself for it. So you already know why you doing it and why you going. So when she start doing all that shit, she gonna start to see it's all about you at the end of the day. When you don't like it, you gotta really face the shit that you do on this earth instead of blame people for why you feel the way you feel. And it's like, why you in school, they're gonna teach you that. And like, it's all about where your mindset at. And she can't face true reality. And you know why I know? Every time I open my mouth, a bitch either gonna turn the radio up, turn the TV up, or start screaming to the top of their lungs, because they don't want their child, they don't want the next person in the room that they showing they ass for to hear the truth about them. And they can't even handle the truth. And I know this for a fact because I used to watch her. Like, anytime an outsider, like, she just got a nasty ass mouth, nasty ass disposition, nasty ass attitude. So anytime, just say if you was an outside bitch and you saw her, like, a bitch would get mad at you because you matched your outfit correctly. I mean, a bitch could be looking decent as hell herself, but she will be mad at the next bitch because they outfit nice. Like, she was a blood-born ass, miserable ass, bitch ass hater. And she got into it with this girl, right? And I don't know what happened, but I can just tell she started it because of her mouth and then how she goes about it. Anytime a bitch swings first, she started it. So the girl's mad at her business. I don't know what happened, how it happened, but the girl started talking, and all she said was like, girl, you shut the fuck up. You the one coming over here with your attitude. Next thing you know, my devil one swings on it and they get to fighting. That's how I knew it. At the end of the day, she started it. Because anytime somebody starts to tell the truth and she starts it, or like tell her how she feels about her, or let her know, like, bitch, you started it with me, you did this, you said this, you stepped on me, you pushed me, you bumped into me, and you're around a lot of people, and she don't want other people to look at her the way she presents herself. Like, because the thing is, you're presenting yourself as a nasty ass bitch, and then when people point it out, the first thing you want to do is swing. Obviously you did it. Obviously. Hope y'all got the example I was giving to you, because that's basically how it was. But she over the years, since I was 9, I had to fight this girl. So I got used to her fight patterns and how she fight. She can't fight. She done got so many concussions. She got her teeth knocked out of her mouth. She done been through so much. By the time she's 57 years old, her body gonna be like Shamar's. And that's no offense to you, Shamar. I'm just saying, just to give an example, because that bitch, terrible. That bitch is terrible. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, she'll go around telling people that she want to be a psychiatrist. And anytime I get to speaking or saying anything, a bitch got to turn the radio up. They got to scream to the top of their lungs or turn the TV up. They want to cancel my voice out as many times as possible. And you know, I've been fighting her since I was 9, so most of the time that's what they'll do. Devil 2 too, because Devil 2 was the instigator. Every time I got in an argument with Devil 1, here come Devil 2. If I get in an argument with Devil 2, me and her can hash it out because we can just kiss and make up because we understand what's going on. We really want to be sisters. And then Devil 1 would try to join in, but me and Devil 2 wouldn't allow Devil 1 to join in, but Devil 2 would go back after we hashed it out or have this disagreement and tell Devil 1, which would egg the argument on a little bit more because, you know, Devil 1 has a problem with me, right? Okay, so let me tell y'all the reason why. Now, when I was living in Las Vegas with Devil 1 and Devil 2, now, mind you, they got kids. Devil 2 got two little girls. Devil 1 has a girl that she had when she was 17 years old, right? So she the oldest niece I got. And then I got my son, right? So we living in Las Vegas. So I'll say around May 20th, I get in an argument with them. Now, I'm thinking the usual, like I already just described Devil 1, so now you can see fast forward to 2024. And it's May of 2024. I say May 20th of 2024. Now, I'm already peeping game because every few months, I'll say every 1 month will go by, and then another month will go by. Now, I'm fist fighting with Devil 2. And then every other day, I have to be in an argument with Devil 1 and Devil 2. Just imagine how it was just for 2 years living in Las Vegas. And it got to a point where I didn't engage in an argument and bitches just be yelling and talking, and I'm just literally just looking at them like, these are some fuck. You know how you just have x-ray vision and you looking at a motherfucker, you're not even hearing half the shit. You can hear half the shit they saying, and then you just tune out because they just look stupid. They just telling themselves. That's what psychiatry is. What's going on up here comes out of here, your mouth. So as they talking and shit, like, I'm thinking it's going to be another smoke session. I got me a blunt. Devil 1 got a blunt. Devil 2 got a blunt. Whole time we getting ready. It's like early, like I'll say about 12 p.m. We just come in the kitchen. Now here come Devil 2. Let me tell you how, this is why y'all probably wouldn't like Devil 2 either. Because Devil 2 is an instigator. To me, she's a feather. She floats wherever the water goes. Wherever the water goes, that's where she'll float. And I told you, like before, she's an outsider. She's a turner. She'll turn on anybody for anything, and she know. So I'm going in smoke. She comes to get me out the room. You want to have a smoke session? This devil 2. So finally, devil 1 and devil 2 is in the kitchen by the time I get out there, because I like to roll my blunts in the room, because again, devil 1 is always in my motherfucking business. If I wipe my ass with a towel, that bitch want to know. If I shit a number 2, that bitch wants to know if it was watery or was it hard shit. Whatever you want to call it, that bitch wants to know. Or that bitch gonna go in the bathroom after you to see. Smell the air. Yeah, she shitted. That's how the bitch, but the bitch don't like me. Like, this bitch is constantly showing me she don't like me, talking to the way she talk to me. Every time I'm talking, she's shutting me down. But at the end of the day, a bitch wanna be me. So they in there, so that's why I had to roll my blunt in the room, and because as soon as I pull the bag out and get the little weed out, now a bitch wondering like, damn, she got a 7th and shit. So you know how I looked at it is like a bitch thought they was gonna use me, and they not gonna use me. Like if they see you got a 7, they'll every day, every minute of the day, they'll try to, you wanna smoke, you wanna smoke, you wanna smoke, and do this. The next day, you wanna smoke, you wanna smoke, you wanna smoke. It'll just be to use up what I got, use my resources and shit like that. Like for example, if I get a work check, if a bitch know when you get paid and how much you get paid, and they watching you go in and out from work, and they clocking when you come in the house and when you leave out the house, they think they know your hours. And the whole time I was going over there and going over there before and after work, just so a bitch can miscalculate what they thought they was calculating. So that's how nosy a bitch was. But a bitch don't like me. Keep that in mind. But a bitch don't like me though. Bitch is showing me every day that they don't like me, but then when you look back at this shit and you hear what I'm saying and you peep game on what I'm saying, that I noticed a bitch was really trying to be me or try to take all my resources. And when I peep game on that, that's when I start moving. You'll hear me saying that I'm moving a certain way, and I'm giving you a reason why. So, or if I don't roll my blunt in the room, I take my weed tray, I put enough on there just for the blunt. And if the blunt, it has an extra, like if it's not filled up when I'm outside with them and I'm rolling the blunt with them in front of them, then I guess I'll rip that little piece off that ain't got no weed in it. Because I'm not going back and get my weed. I'm not. Okay? Because you don't need to know what I got. You hear me? I roll my blunt in the room when I come out, right? This is May 20th, right? Of 2024. Now, before we even get to why this conversation started, just know I planned on moving to Texas for my own reasons. I know Texas is a Republican state. They all about working people, and I thought I was gonna go there and start my life out, go to a new state, go where shit is cheaper at, get me a tiny home, buy me some land, put that tiny home on there, shit like that. I had reasons to move there, okay? Not because they wanted to go. Their reasons, when I found out what their reasons was, I was happy that I chose to move somewhere else. Because Devil 1 wanted to go because her baby daddy, the teenage boy that she had a baby with, was moving there with his family. Devil 2 wanted to go there because of all the other celebrity YouTubers and stuff that was on there. She wanted to go there thinking that because of her face, they both thought because of their face, they was going to be able to get some celebrities. But it's like, when you meet these people in real life, yeah, y'all, they'll say y'all beautiful, but when y'all get to talking and y'all always got a nasty ass attitude and the way y'all move, motherfucker not gonna like you. Motherfucker like me that think and move like me, bitch ain't gonna like you. Okay, that's just how I was thinking. So I get to the kitchen now with my bloody stuff. So I light it up. Next thing you know, here go Devil 1 talking. Now I really, at this point in time, for the 4 years, I'm saying 4 years because I told you, like, it was just a couple months before I found out I was pregnant. So I found out I was pregnant in March of 2019. February of 2019. Because that's when I was fucking this shit around Valentine's Day, okay? And then March was my second confirmation that I was pregnant. So I started getting my shit together for me. So that's why I say 4 years and some months. So usually now at this time in 2024, when Devil 1 is talking, because I'm so used to this bitch shutting me down, I'm so used to this bitch hating, I'm so used to this bitch trying to act like nothing, everything that I do ain't shit, and then a couple days or a couple weeks or a month later or 2 months later, a bitch replaying all the music I done picked out and showed them, a bitch doing everything I said I was doing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if I say I'm going to therapy, next thing you know, in order for a bitch to say get some information. So why you going to therapy and stuff like that? A bitch gotta act like they in therapy. You know me, I'll send a bitch off. Really listen and hear me. Let me get to the story though. So next you know, Devil One gets to talking. Now when she talking, I'm just smoking my blunt, looking out, because I never looked this bitch in the eye. For 4 years, after really seeing it, I just think I couldn't look at that bitch. Like, it was like disgusting to even glance at that bitch. Like, and you know, I was to the point when you look at somebody in their eyes, and every time I try to look at her eyes, that bitch will look off, because she know I can see the window to her soul. Your soul is nasty. You got a nasty ass bitch, so I could never look at that bitch. So I'm over here just looking. I can look at Devil too, but I wasn't trying to look at her. So I'm just looking. And this bitch talking. So this bitch gets to talking about everything that I'm doing. You sitting outside talking on the phone. You steady in your room all the time listening to Love Dorsey, and you always, you know, on the phone talking to your baby daddy and talking to your friend, and you always outside with the kid. You just never spending time with us. And then here go Devil 2, the instigator. Always got to, you know, what do you call it? Co-sign what Devil 2 saying, you know, because Devil 1, no, I'm fed up with you, bitch, since 9. I'm fed up with you. So, you know, co-sign of Devil 2 got to talk. Yeah, twin. Yeah, girl. We seen that you be in your room a lot and stuff like that. And, you don't want to hang with us, smoke with us no more. You always on the phone talking to somebody. Now, mind you, Devil 2 is always in her room talking on the phone, ignoring her kids. This is why I'm always outside with the kids, because I'm a playful auntie, and I'm always with my child. So again, when the kids see you playing with your child, they want you to play with them too. They're just kids, right? They want attention too. Mind you, Devil 2 is always on the motherfucking phone in her room, and Devil 1 is always listening and worried about what the fuck I'm doing. So this is why Devil 1 is pointing this shit out. Like, if I wipe my ass to the left, this bitch knows, and in the next argument, she gonna bring it up. Now, mind you, I told you, every other month, I'm physically fist fighting with Devil 1. Every other day, I'm having an argument with both Devil 1 and Devil 2, or it's just Devil 1. Literally, like, you can see how draining this shit is. So, here go Devil 2 just co-signing like a motherfucker again. And I'm just sitting there annoyed as fuck, because it's like, girl, like, y'all is annoying as fuck. And I'm smoking my blunt. As soon as I hear it's finna be an argument, like, just based on what they saying, I put the blunt out. Now I'm not passing my blunt to no fucking body. So when I do that, Devil 2, you know, because I felt like, and Devil 2 showed me a couple times that she want to light her wood and pass the wood around, because they thinking it's going to calm me down while they sitting here talking shit to me and talking down to me and making it seem like I'm the motherfucking problem. When in reality, y'all two are the motherfucking problem. And Devil 2, you're only the problem because you don't have a life and you listen to what Devil 1's saying. And this is why you don't have a baby daddy. Her baby daddy could have been in her life and still married to this, or could have married this bitch. But again, Devil 1 got in her head, and this is why she is in the way she is, and this is what she doing, why she doing what the fuck she doing. So, Devil 1 starts talking in. Now, I don't know if you moving different and moving funny. Again, I'm only moving funny because, again, I want different for my life. I don't want to sit up with Devil 1 and Devil 2, sit in the room all day and watch TV, sit down on my ass all day and tell you all my business. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing on a daily basis to help promote yourself or to, you know, financially take care of your kids? What are you doing? I'm educating myself. I don't want to work for the rest of my life for 30 years and then get paid a bullshit ass check after I didn't work all those years. I don't want to do that. I want something where I'm bringing in fast money. So I'm sitting in my room learning, educating, reading, meditating, all this shit to help myself. And you're telling me in the argument, this is what you noticed about me, Devil 1? And you're making it an issue because I'm doing all of these things? Then Devil 2 comes back in and co-signs and repeats what she's saying and making it seem like I'm the problem because I want better for myself. Now, mind you, these two bitches came out my mama pussy. I already told you, if you don't know why these people are like this, go to part 1. So you can see that I've always had a problem with Devil 1. And Devil 2, I've always had a problem with her basically because she was two-faced as a child. Ever since we was children, she was two-faced. She'll believe an outsider over us. Now she want to co-sign and kiss Devil 1's ass because Devil 1, I guess, got a little root over her head, a little spell over her head to where I'm going to take care of you financially. You don't be shit in life, and you let me look like I'm the one that's got all the money. Because this is before my grandmother and them died, even my great-grandmother. Devil 1 would try to make it seem like she taking care of everybody, when in true reality, all four of us is lit, because my twin included, with Devil 1 and Devil 2 and me, we're all working. Literally working and helping her pay her deals. We're literally working and helping her, like all of us putting our minds together to help her find people to fix her house up, whatever it is. We're all doing this together. But she want to tell the family and make it look like she's a smart one. Remember what I said about being a psychiatrist? Now you want to act like you being a psychiatrist when that's not your dream, ho. You don't know what you want to be. You just trying to take everybody else's dream, shit on them and make them look like they ain't nobody, when in true reality, you're the nobody. You're the nobody. And it's going to hit that bitch hard. And I swear it's going to hit you hard, bitch. Because you always watching everything. It's going to hit your ass hard when your daughter get older and realize you ain't shit. All you did all your life was sit there and talk about people. And you ain't got shit going for yourself. So basically, yeah. So basically in the argument. So then it all boils down. They finally get to the conclusion of why they want to have this argument or this, discussion as they call it. We're not arguing with you. We discussing. Bitch, you having an argument with me because your voice is being raised. Then you're trying to tell me everything I'm doing is hurting the family, is hurting y'all. And then, Devil 1 gets mad because you got a plan or a dream that you want to follow. And because if you follow it, that's why Devil 2 is the way she is. Because she can't have a dream because Devil 1 wants to look like she's the one doing everything, taking care of everybody. She don't want people, she want to look like she the one that's big dog, top dog. Everybody got to come to her. When in true reality, bitch, people are doing what they going to do in life. People going to have their dreams. So because I'm moving towards a goal or a dream and they see that, Devil 1 has to come in and argue. I don't want you. Basically, in the argument, it was basically telling me everything that I'm doing because they don't want me to do that because Devil 1 feels threatened by me. Now, if you go to school over here or if you start going and making money at this nice, good job, you fucking up the lies I'm telling the rest of the world about me having to take care of y'all and that I'm the smartest in the room when you're not. When you're not. That's why I told you she'll steal your goals, dreams, like being a psychiatrist and make it seem like she's going to school for that. So that when I finally go to school for it, it doesn't look like that was my goal. But it's in true reality, when people get to talking to me, they're going to start to see like, damn, you really are compassionate about what you do. Obviously, because when you get to talking to her, she can't even explain what it is or what the man do or nothing. And this is before I even go. Like I'm just reading books and reading shit that pertains to the mind's information for me to get to where I am. Before I'm just preparing my mind for where I'm trying to go. So that's what we arguing about. Everything that I'm doing. Again, if I scratch my titty like this, a bitch gonna bring it up in an argument. So you was scratching your right titty with your right arm. And this is how I'm up just talking down and at me. And then when they finally get to the point, they gonna say, so are you moving to Texas or not? And then before they even ask me that question, they both telling me like, we don't want you to go to Texas because you doing all this, you moving funny, you acting different and stuff like that. We don't want you to go to Texas with us. Okay. And then I asked them, do you want me to go to Texas, Devil 2? No. Do you want me to go to Texas, Devil 1? No. Because your energy is fucked up and stuff like that. So then they asked me again, so do you want to go to Texas with us? And I looked them dead in their face. So y'all literally sat me down here, said this was a smoke session, because I was through with it. Said this was a smoke session just to tell me I'm not going to Texas. I don't want to go to Texas. I got my ass up out that chair and went in my motherfucking room. The kids outside playing. Just how y'all looking at me, I'm looking at y'all. Like, for real. Like, are you fucking serious? The whole argument literally started off telling me what you noticed that I'm doing. And Devil 1 started it. Every argument goes like this, and then she sent her minion Devil 2 in there to co-sign on what she already whispered in her ear talking about me for, to come in here and talk to me about. Just to tell me they didn't want me to go to Texas with them because they don't want me to change. Now, mind y'all, keep in mind about this argument. A motherfucker literally argued with me just to tell me they didn't want me to go to Texas. Now, fast forward 2 days later. I'm out of my business, set on not going to Texas. I take the little money that I had to move with their ass, and I buy me a ticket to another motherfucking state, to another area. Already, I just spent the money. I already made up my mind. I'm not going. I've been fooling with these bitches for 2 years. Every other month, I'm fighting Devil 2. Every other day, I'm fighting Devil 1 or Devil 2. I mean, arguing with Devil 1 or Devil 2. This shit draining than a motherfucker. I'm ready to get the fuck on. I already made up my mind 2 days later. So I come in from outside, from being with the kids. I'm watching them at the park. I don't like my kids outside without watching them. That's just me. I don't like the kids outside without watching them. And I come in. Next thing you know, they in the kitchen again. Devil 1 got on her robe. Devil 2 got on her robe. They look like two suck-ass minions. So, Devil 1, I'm walking towards my room. I'm finna get my water bottle. Excuse me. Go on over there. Thank you. I'm not trying to be rude, but going over there. Get on. So, I'm walking towards the room. I walk past the kitchen and I'm damn near in the living room. I'm finna turn to the left to go down the hall to my room. Twin, can you come here? Devil 1, dumbass. Go get my water bottle. I go get my water bottle. Cause you know, I don't make that bitch wait. Go to my room, go get my water bottle, do what the fuck else I did in the room, and then come back out. I come in through the entryway of the living room to the kitchen, because there's 2 entryways, one from by the front door, and then there's one through the living room to the kitchen. So I go in through the living room right there to see Devil. First thing you see is Devil 2, and then I see Devil 1 right there. So she say, Devil 1 say, are you moving to Texas with us? I said no, and walked the fuck off and went back outside to go watch the kids and play with the kids. Next thing you know, as I'm walking down the stairs of the house, now you can hear because they got the door open to the house. Devil 1 starts yelling out, that's what I'm talking about. I knew that bitch was gonna do that. I knew that bitch had a plan to go somewhere else. I knew that bitch was trying to leave us and not be with us and all this. And she never wanted to go with us in the first place. In my head, I'm thinking to myself, bitch, I'm not going because y'all literally sat me down, argue with me, telling me what I am and what I'm not doing. Every day, for 2 years, y'all arguing with me, trying to get me to conform to what y'all want me to conform to, and you mad because I'm moving a certain way in my life, living my life, and every time I look up, you got something to say about something I'm doing. I'm not going because a bitch literally told me and double teamed me and said you weren't going. And then I'm sick of y'all. Now, 2 days later, you're asking me if I'm going, and you want to make it seem like I'm the problem because I said it again that I'm not going. You literally tried to argue with me and say that you did not want me to go. Both of y'all. I asked y'all both. So you don't want me to go. And that was the end of that conversation. I got the fuck up out of there and left. So, again, a day later after a bitch asked me, again, Devil 1 really is annoying y'all to me. Because every time you look up, you will tell this bitch an answer, and she thinks because she comes back and asks you a day later, an hour later, a minute later, the same shit over and over, that you gonna try to change. Like, she's one of those people that try to make you change your mind and she'll do all this shit to you. She'll poke you here and there, talk shit down to you, then come back and try to reassure that y'all good, like we good or something. Like she didn't do what she did, and then try to make it seem like because she asked you again that your answer gonna change. So again, 2 days later after argument, she asked me that they in the kitchen smoking. Now, mind you, after this argument, and I knew they was gonna do that because June the lease is up, right? The apartment is in me and Devil 2 name, right? I knew they was gonna do that because June our lease is up, and we got to the 15th to move. I knew they was gonna do that. They always do the same. They don't never change their habits. I told you. Every other month, I'm arguing with a bitch. That's why I knew in May, here come an argument. I was just waiting on it to come. At this point, I knew a bitch pattern. May. And then because we're leaving, and they steady talking about, I'm telling you, like, the whole month of May, they steady talking about, we going to Texas, we going to Texas. And then towards the end, here come the argument where they don't want you to go. They really don't want you to go. And then now because you are set on, because I'm set on not going, now Devil One is upset because she thought that argument was going to be making me feel like, damn, I need to change who I am. And, you know, just to be around. Bitch, I am sick. At this point, I am sick of y'all. I forgive myself for being dumb, but I am sick of y'all and ain't no more. I'm not going through this shit no more. So the day after, she asked me again. She asks me again. So I'm on the phone talking to my friend. I promise y'all, I told y'all this bitch is always listening and wondering what I'm doing, what Honey doing, where Honey going, what I'm doing. Like, a bitch probably watching my YouTube channel today. That's why I said what I said in both videos. So I'm out of my business now. I'm on the phone talking. I can hear somebody out there in the hall because, you know, again, a motherfucker make themselves known every time. They thinking they being quiet, but the whole time I can hear. So they in the hall. So I'm on the phone. I'm talking loud as hell because I did shit like the stuff I did was to aggravate a motherfucker. Now y'all probably like, why are you aggravating? Because a motherfucker was aggravating me. The shit I went through, a bitch literally thought fighting me, literally fist fighting me, was gonna get me to stop being me. Was gonna get me to stop having dreams. Was gonna get me to stop chasing after the things that I want. A bitch thought arguing with me and telling me what I'm doing was gonna stop me from being me. It didn't work. People like that are sick in the fucking head, where they think because you want something out of this life, and this is a person that's supposed to be a family. It's other people out there like that, but they wouldn't try me like that. All because of that bitch. That's why I said, thank you, bitch. Because another bitch would never try me like that. That's why I walk around like I do, because every time I went home, I had to fight with your ass. No more. No more. So the next day, I kid y'all not, I'm on the phone talking to my friend. As soon as I tell my friend, y'all, 1 second. Ooh, my nose getting stuffy, y'all. But anyway, as soon as I say to my friend, now this is one of my guy friends, y'all. So as soon as I tell my friend, look, I got this school, like, 'cause I went to cosmetology school so I'm working on my credit and shit. So this is why a bitch is, at this time, a bitch is trying to run around telling people, I know how to fix credit and I do my credit and stuff. Bitch, you ain't did that, bitch. Because if you really did, you would have got the school removed as well. So as soon as I tell my friend, my guy friend, I say I got the cosmetology school removed off of my credit and I got good credit points because of that. And my credit is good because, again, a bitch has just said, keep in mind that they didn't want me to go to Texas. So in they mind, they thinking they leaving me shitless. Like they leaving me like with nothing. Whole time credit good as hell. I can go get something if I want to from the bank. Anything I want to do. You're not leaving me nowhere. Nowhere. As soon as I said that, here come a bitch knocking on my door. Twin, can I talk to you for a second? Now keep in mind, they just said they didn't want me to go to Texas. Bold to my face. And they just asked me yesterday, the day before, if I wanted to go again. The same Devil One. Here go Devil One. Twin, can I talk to you? So I pretended, I said, hold on, let me put my friend on mute. I said, hold on, let me talk to this girl right quick. Act like I put him on mute. Now, mind you, I got my Beat headphones. Let me go get them so I can see Beat headphones, y'all. Got it on my ear like this. Yeah, this good for talking on the phone, too. Got a little mic on it. So like this, I act like I'm muted the phone, right? So I let the bitch talk. I'm just looking at this bitch. I'm not even trying to look at her. Like, when I looked at her, it's because she was trying to fake cry. She do this fake ass cry every time. Like, She's, again, steady talking about Texas, that I just tried to be a sister to you and all that, and I don't understand why you don't like me and all this fake ass talk, bitch. Fake ass talk. And then she gets to a point where she say, I don't understand why you keep acting like you don't like me. And I'm like, because you keep showing me that you don't like me. And then she get mad. I don't show you none of that. I don't show you that. I don't like you and all that. So you mean to tell me you don't like me at all and stuff like that? I said, girl, you've been showing me all my life you don't like me. Every time I look up, I'm in an argument with you. I just kept it real. At this point, I was fed up with that. I just kept it real. If we get in a fight, we get in a fight. I don't give a fuck, because I've been fighting you all my life, bitch. I know every move you make. I said, at this point, I've been arguing with you all this time. I gotta physically fist fight you. Every time I look up, you doing something to me. You saying something, you shutting me down. Every time I look up, you got something to say to me. She don't like to hear the truth, so she gets to talking loud. And the tears from her eyes stopped crying. The little fake cry, it stopped. It went away. That's how I knew it wasn't real, because I've been paying attention. Whole time, you faking like you crying. And then as soon as somebody says something you don't like, the real you shows up every fucking time. And that's how I get a bitch. And next thing you know, a bitch want to act like she want to walk out the room and stuff like that. Next thing you know, you can hear Devil 2 in the hallway just standing there. She steady turning around looking at Devil 2, letting me know she's standing there. And next thing you know, the bitch ends up with the question, like, my friend on the phone just laughing hard as hell. He's like, that don't make no sense. He was just telling me to himself, like, I told you, your sisters always hated you, even when I visited over there. So, next thing you know, she asked me again, so you just don't want to move to Texas with us? I look at her like I'm looking at y'all. And I say, no. Simple as that. I really didn't say much, but what I just said is no. That bitch walks out the room, storms off, and all you hear is her in the background. And I get up, close my room door, and continue talking to my friend. My point, what was that for? We get to talking about the situation. Then I change the situation, because again, if I'm sitting there talking, like, she's so miserable that she can talk shit about you, but if she hear you talking about her, now she want to fist fight and shit like that. So in that house, like, just being around them bitches, I had to really stop myself from doing a lot, because there was times where I didn't want to get in an argument with a motherfucker, because I didn't want to be in a motherfucking certain mindset. But then I had to realize, girl, if you can clock when these arguments is coming, you're gonna be in an argument. It's just certain things I just tried not to do, because I didn't want it to affect my son. I didn't want my energy towards my son to change. And then I just didn't want my energy. I just did not want to be triggered by stupid people. And it's like, it was getting to a point where bitches was realizing the same old shit that I used to do, where I argue with a bitch and then come back and try to act like I like a bitch. It's not working no more. Or when I fist fight a bitch, it's showing up in this bitch's actions that she don't fuck with me like that. Basically, I'm talking about me. Like, if I get in a fist fight with Devil 1, next thing you know, she wants to come back and try to act like we friends. You want to go to the store with me? No, I don't want to. I started getting out of the house. I'm always outside with the kids, because it was hot in Vegas, so I'm always taking the kids outside. If not taking them outside, I'm either going to the store, I'm sitting outside talking on the phone, or I'm always in my motherfucking room, or I'm watching TV. I had to have the volume up on my TV, because again, a bitch is always listening and wondering what honey is doing. No life of their own. Just imagine having an argument with a motherfucker, and every time you look up, a bitch is telling you what you doing. You could be outside talking on the phone. You can be outside sitting in the grass. You can be outside playing with the kids. You could be outside talking to this lady or that man over there. Next thing you know, in the next argument, you're going to hear about what a motherfucker noticed that you were doing. No life at all. Nothing to do in life at all. They didn't have no plan for life other than to watch what I was doing. The shit is sick. It really is. And this is why I am on the journey that I'm on. Stick around for part 3. I'm going to get this shit done all in one day, because I just need to get it off my chest, because this shit is ridiculous. Do you hear me? Again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you if you made it this far into the video, you like the content, and you know, understand where I'm coming from. You know what? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe for more to come. Again, my name is Honey, and this is the makings of me.